I told everybody I'd be right back. Hopefully they chat. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right momentarily. I'll be right back to you. Had to check something. I got a text. It's actually warm out here today. 5 people. Who's my first 5? Give me 5. Give me 5. Jack's here. I figured Jack would be here. Jack's the one that wanted this feed. I figured this will be better. Oh, hi. Alex. I might be doing some gaming feeds later tonight. Alex, I know you were in on the one I did last night. I drank all that whiskey and I still couldn't sleep. I took a muscle relaxer this morning. My back has been killing me. Jared. No more Tammy. It's sad. I enjoyed the picking. I'll just still call you Tammy. That's what I'll do. I'll just call you Tammy for the rest of the time. I know you. What's everyone want to talk about? We decided we're going to do this live feed. Okay, here's the thing. I got to have interaction. I can't just talk to myself. Two. What am I sharpening? I'm not sharpening anything. I just touched up the edge on my... Why did that get so dark all of a sudden? Yeah, you can talk now. So, tomorrow, like I said, wow, that is so dark. I don't know what the fuck's up with the screen. Guys, you ever had this happen where like the brightness on your phone just drops? I'm plugged in and charging. My phone isn't hot. See, a little bit warm. A little bit warm. Well, anyway, I don't need to see myself. I just need to be able to read your comments. Yay, Apple. No, I mean, it does it. It's a known thing. Let me mess with the brightness again. I can't get it above 50% brightness. It's at like 50% brightness. iPhones are good for doing weird things. Auto brightness is on, but like I should still be able to manually move the slider, and it's not going above 50. Like the slider goes above 50, but the brightness doesn't. You know what we're gonna do? Fucking idiots. We're gonna probably take this show on the road. I don't know why it would be. No, my phone's not hot. Not even warm. Well, I don't know. 11 of us. What are all 11 of us doing? But yeah, like I said, I'm not sharpening. No, I had it out, and I didn't want to misplace it because I can't find the bag that it goes in. I can't find the airtight bag that I had it in. So I was like, I'll just hold on to it until I find it. So, whiskey. Who's whiskey? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just sharpened. I sharpened 2 of them in the last couple weeks. So, yeah, I like the Peter stuff is good, but they always have a little bit of a grind issue. His grinds always favor one side, like the actual primary grind. It's not a showstopper. They're really good work. I had one come in the other day that was really nice. It was a little drop point folder. I'm trying to think of the guy that sent it to me. A guy named Anthony up in the Bay Area sent me one not long ago that was I can't remember what model he takes it. I can't remember what model he calls it, but I sharpened one for him, and it was a Warney. It was really nice. Guys, I can't even see. I'm gonna have to take this inside. I'll have to go inside, probably in the bedroom, and we'll do it there. Let me grab this shit anyway. I can't even see it. I can't even see your comments. It's just the screen is just entirely too dark. So we'll go into my bedroom. There's a Major Blade show. Careful. That's way better. Now at least I can fucking see it. So let me get this plugged in. We'll come in here. I've made an incredible mess trying to dig out all the stuff I wanted for the giveaway. And it's all over my love seat. And you guys can't see me because that's there. So I'll move this box of stuff and then sit down for a minute, plug you guys in. Try not to shove a stonefish up my ass when I sit down. Yes, I have knives fucking everywhere. My wife hates it. There are fucking knives everywhere in this house. Like there's not horizontal, there is no horizontal surface that doesn't have a knife or a gun on it anywhere in this house. Literally, I'm not joking. Coffee table, knife. TV stand, knives. Bedstand, knife and gun. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's a lot like that. It's like everywhere there's either one of these or a knife. Spirited whiskey. So, yeah, that giveaway is going to be fun. The giveaway for David is going to be fun because we can, sorry guys, I know that's fucking not optimal. Come on. There we go. Let me see if I can get this set so I can see you guys and you guys can see me and find something to prop this a little bit. I don't know. Altera. I have stickers and shit all over the place here at the house. I don't know what Altera is. But so anyway, I talk amongst yourselves for a second. Be right back. Had to get some light. Had to shed some light on the subject. There's the bag. There's the bag. Yeah, like I said, I was talking with the Knife Nuts, a couple of the Knife Nuts guys yesterday, and then I was talking with Brian Nadeau this morning. He sent me a thing. Blade Show is not canceled. No, I haven't, but that sounds fucking horrible. That sounds... She sounds hideous. How do you market your Patreon, Neves? Because I got a Patreon and no one really wants to join it. I got like $80 a month for my Patreon, and I tried marketing it. I mean, if they let me, I talk to them all the time. I'd love to go on a podcast, but oh yeah, I'm doing a giveaway. The giveaway, I'm gonna shoot the video for the giveaway stuff either tonight or tomorrow and get it posted up. It's gonna be a one take. It'll be the introduction video, the introduction music, and then the thing. But like I said, they would just mention it. You know what? I don't know if they're already videotaping or not. I've tried it, but here's the thing. No, okay. I have tried to do giveaways on my Patreon. I've tried to do the thing where, you know, if I give you access to the videos an hour early or 24 hours early, no one watched them. No one watched them. No, I don't think so. I think they pick and choose. But here's the thing. Ashton and I are getting ready to do our own podcast, and I'm going to ask them if they'd like to be on it with us on our first one, like a simulcast. Like Ashton and I would be their guests, they'd be our guests. Samey, same-ish. There'll probably be some differences. But at any rate, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying at this point. Oh, I've tried so much stuff to do stuff for my Patreons, and it's almost just like they forget their Patreons. And I think that's the only reason that I have still got Patreon stuff coming in. I've tried it. I tried it. No one did it. Like, no one on the Patreon giveaway I was like, this is a giveaway for Patreons only. This is the only thing you gotta do. You gotta be a Patreon. Nobody. Nobody. And I forget what I was trying to give away. I was giving away something expensive that I wound up selling. It was like it was a fairly expensive knife. It was a Cold Steel. I think it was a Cold Steel AK-47. That's what it was. The old school AK-47, and I had stripped the blade of all the black and stonewashed it. And it was really attractive. Here's the thing. The fact is, I don't have time anymore. Between the kid being on the U.S. figure skating team, the sharpening when I can do it, and trying to, you know, make knives when I can do it, and then now that I'm working full time, it's just it just takes too much time. I honestly would just rather, you know what? I'll just do a couple giveaways every once in a while. I'm done with trying to do. I don't know, this is gonna sound bad. I'm tired of trying to, because the Patreons do pay me $80 a month. I could use that to buy a canopy. I think I got $85 last month. But what I'm saying is, like, there's so little interaction. Like when I've tried to do it, I was like, hey, you gotta be a Patreon, let's do this. I had a thing where if you get me to $500 a month on Patreon, Mixed Traders Grindwork, I got one of them in my fucking closet here that I'm trying to auction, I'm trying to raffle. No one's gonna buy a $2,000 knife right now. I'm telling you right now, no one's got money for it. But his grinds there's never been an issue with mix grinding. Let me get it, I'll show it to you. You've seen it, I already did a video about it. It's in my gun safe. It's my gun safe because right now it's currently the most expensive knife here. So it stays in a safe. So when Mick does grind knives, they come out great. Like, that is a gorgeous grind, and when you look at it from side to side, I mean, they are, if there's a deviation from one side to the other, I can't fucking see it. You guys know I'm a picky motherfucker. So, guys, here's how it works on live feeds. If you're gonna be here and stick around, please drop a like. SMF, Nightmare Grind, SMF, textured. I am selling this. I would sell this. When you make your goal, if it doesn't work, just keep at it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but I mean, I've been doing it for, what is this, 4, 5 years now. This is the 5th year for the channel. And 5th year for the channel, and I still can't get that Patreon to take off. And I figure if it was gonna take off, it fucking would have already. I got 5,000 subscribers. I was sick all night last night. I'm not having anybody around. The wife was sick the other day. Not like we don't have Corona. It's not the Rona, don't worry. I gotta put that back. I gotta stop fucking finger fucking at her. It'll never go anywhere. Whiskey, I'm telling you, if you want this, I'll sell it to you outright. Probably for less than I was raffling it. I just need to get out from under it. I'll sell it to you for what I paid for it, pretty much is what I'm saying. With a little bit more. Tiny. Like, I'm not gonna make any money on this knife. This was an investment, and it's just gonna be... I will catch you offline about that, because I know what I'm trying to sell it for, and I know what I've fucking... shoot me a text and just say, hey, it's whiskey. Here's the thing, I've changed content, I've changed the way I do stuff. I started doing live feeds. Everybody said, oh, I want to do live feeds. And then 5,000 subscribers, I got 17 people. People said I wanted to do giveaways, and I couldn't give shit away. I couldn't. I was like, okay, you got to have a certain number. Like, I got to have this many people comment. Like, there has to be this much interaction before I do a giveaway. Be like, oh, I've been too troubled. It's too much of a trouble, too much of a hassle to make a comment. Like, here, that's all you had to do. It didn't even have to be like something of content, just a comment. You could have just fucking put a fuck you emoji in it. Still would have put you in. And I couldn't even get that giveaway to go. So I sold that knife as well. Nah, I mean, I talk to you all the time. Jens Anzo? I really can't say I have any feelings because I've never really done anything. I've never seen anything, so. But I do know that Quest knives to seller giveaway sometimes. I mean, I have. I get stuff. Order Grimsmo. It's like, yeah, oh, this is a serious one though. I said it in the giveaway announcement live feed that I did just a few minutes ago. If you guys are sending anything, if anyone sends me anything for sharpening, the caveat to it is, if you want it back anytime soon, yeah, Arizona Customs, I'll tell you a story about that. Anyway, if you want anything back in a timely fashion, I'm not going to the post office again. Actually, I'm on a break from everything, and we can't. Here's the thing, Jack. We can't mention any 420-esque things on this channel. They've taken down everybody that does anything like that. I'm surprised I didn't get hit with some older videos. Double lettuce stuff is a no-no. We don't talk about any of that stuff on this channel. We can talk about it on other stuff, but it's. I get the edginess now. About what? Edginess about what? No jazz cabbage talk. So, Arizona Custom Knives. Oh yeah, it's, well, that, and I'm out of beer. I don't have any whiskey. My back hurts. I'm on muscle relaxers. I don't have any booze. I can't. I'm taking muscle relaxers even if I had it. As he wears a chicken pot pie shirt. Hey, it's wrinkled up. You can't see it. If you guys noticed, I haven't taken a shower yet from yesterday when I did the live feed, the gaming live feed at night. This is what I wound up sleeping in, and I'm gonna take a shower. Arizona Custom Knives. You just got it. Anyway, hey, what's up, Nathan? Nathan was on the gaming live feed yesterday too. So, Arizona Custom Knives, whiskey. I don't know how your experiences have been with it, but I had a friend in, God, where's Lucas at? I can't remember where I think he's in Missouri now. They don't get mad when I drink beer on live, but I have had videos get demonetized because you could see the brand of beer I was drinking. So anyway, a friend of mine, Lucas, he ordered a knife. He's in Missouri. Lucas is in Missouri now. He actually lives not too far from my best friend, Clint. Well, Clint's parents. Any rate, so he ordered a knife. It was a custom knife used, listed as mint. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna send it straight to you because I don't like factory edges. And he's like, I can look at it. It looks like it's fairly thick, and I'm gonna want you to thin down the edge for me, thin down the sharpening for me. And so I was like, yeah, sure, just have him send it straight to me. And so this knife shows up, and I told him when I got it, I was like, bro, you need to do an RMA. I said, you need to have it set up so that I can send them back this knife. He goes, why? What's wrong with it? I was like, it was fucking wrecked. The blade finish was all scratched up. Could I have finished the stonewash? Yeah. The scales were all dinged and nicked and dinged up. And I mean, like, okay, so like all of these little corners where the chamfers were, they were all dinged up and nicked up, scratches everywhere. And you could see the distinct markings of someone having taken that knife apart and let a fucking tool slip because there was a scratch coming out of the pivot that lined up almost identical. So it was probably when they were taking it out, and then their Torx bit slipped and then slid down. If you cranked it down a little bit tighter because it had a little bit of blade play, you could line that scratch up and you could see that somebody had taken that knife apart and scratched it all the way down with like a Torx bit. The blade was, like I said, the blade was fucking, had scratches and shit all in it. Snail trails, pocket clip was scratched up. And I was like, dude, this is not mint. And he was like, what? And I sent him actual pictures of it. He threw a fucking fit. He managed to get his money back out of it, but it took forever. Plus he had to pay, he had to pay return shipping. So he actually lost money on the deal. I was like, bro, that, and they'll have knives that they have up, and they tell you you're gonna get the knife, and then they're like, yeah, we sold it to somebody else. Fucking what? You did what? Yeah, we're gonna have to give you your money back. We sold that knife to somebody else. So yeah, the only thing I ever do on Arizona Custom Knives is just look to see what's out there on the secondary market. So yeah, you can't trust, not to besmirch them and try and say it. It's you can't trust their, because they're not actually the one selling it. They're basically brokering that knife sale for you. That's what I should do. I should sell that fucking Strider on Arizona Custom Knives. But then, I'm probably not even gonna make what I paid for it out of it, because Knife Market right now sucks, and I don't trust that they'd actually pay me. I don't trust Arizona Custom Knives. It's just how it is. Sorry. You guys are currently residing on my new Norseman model. Yeah. I've handled new Norsemans, old Norsemans. Let me see what the actual. Yeah, I have. I have seen them, and I have handled them. And I've got one here. It is the honeycomb pattern that I've got to sharpen, and I just have not gotten a chance to do it. I have to find my 220. I can't find my 220 grit fucking half-inch stone, which I have to have for this one. I can't start on a 400 on this one because it not got an edge at all. It just came out of it got stone washed and then not resharpened. So I have to fix that. I got to have a pretty coarse stone. 34. I think the last one I got was 3209. Isn't all this close family time relaxing and not at all chaotic? Bullshit. Ultratech Tanto? It's right here. As is the UTX 85 Spartan. And the DOC. The Sith Lord DOC. My pivot has gotten an issue where it keeps trying to come loose on this one. I love that. I love that knife. My buddy Pip Corona sent me one, and I got to sharpen it and play with it. And then I was messing with them at USN. They didn't have any at the Cali Custom Show that I saw. I think they'd already sold them by the time I made it over to talk to Jason and Corey. They had one. Barney Jr. My dad's nickname was Barney. They had one that was still on the counter at Portland, and they were just keeping it because till the last day. And Corey was like, he's like, wow, we really didn't bring that much stuff, and we really didn't sell that much stuff. That was the general consensus at Blade West last year. That was when things, right after Blade West, that's when things dropped off. Business went to shit. After Blade West, I think I've made maybe $400 since Blade West nah, that's not true. I made a couple knives for customers. I definitely have not made more than about $1,000 since November on my business. That's why I'm gonna dissolve my LLC. It's not cost efficient for me to pay them $800 a year. I do too. It definitely fills and I want to keep it. I want to have it. I need that kind of fucking thing. Gives you a nice warm fuzzy deep down inside in the, as Dennis Leary would say, the cockles of your heart. What else is up here that, oh, where is that at? Is it still in the waistband of my pajamas? No. My Chavez street. And you know what I've carried a few times in the last couple weeks is my daughter's Makusta in Damascus. This hand hammered Damascus. This is my daughter's knife. I keep it in my case because it keeps it out of the way and out from underfoot. I've carried this a few times. And then I carried this the other day. The stonefish that looks like a stonefish. Or not stonefish, swordfish. Swordfish that looks like a swordfish. I turned it into an actual swordfish. I ground the back bevel. I ground the swedge out of this. This had a full swedge that went from here all the way to here. And I ground that out because, well, fuck it, it's mine. And it was an exercise in freehand grinding without a guard. Like, how good am I at keeping a straight line while grinding? That was a freehand grind. No tool rest, no bench rest. I just running it on a grinder just because I wanted to see before I started. I was getting ready to grind a knife. I just wanted to make sure I was still on with my grinding. Like, I just wanted to make sure I had not had a hitch in my giddy up. Little step, like a misstep in my stride as it comes to grinding. So I just was practicing it, and then once I did that, I ground a couple knives that day. I'm gonna do this as a giveaway too. I'm gonna just pre-announce it. Like, I've tried to sell it. I have tried to sell this as a $500 custom knife. I fucking hate it. I can't sell it. I'm not into it for anything. The guy that owned it fucking hated it. The action was horrible. I got in touch with the maker, and unless one of you guys wants to buy it, I was gonna try and get 500 out of this, but I got a hold of the maker, and I showed him. I was like, dude, this thing is fucking. The washers are all bent, and the little tiny spacers. And he goes, so what are you talking about? I sent him some pictures, and he goes, oh, that's not even the right. He's like, that's not the hardware that was in it. So he sent me the right stuff. I've got it. It's now centered. It flips, but it's a little stubby, custom Tanto. It's got a fat, thick spot right here. So this is probably going to be a giveaway. Carbon fiber with a pivot. I just don't know when I'm going to get around to it. I really would like to get the money out of it, but fuck. I'm into it for nothing. I may as well do it as a giveaway because every time I open my case and look at it, it just fucking, I hate it. I don't like it. It is the exact opposite of the NTAC. So they're like comparable in size, comparable in blade length, uncomfortable, very comfortable, great knife. Full custom, not so much. So keep your eyes open for that one. This has got to be a giveaway where this is going to be a like to giveaway kind of thing. I got to get so many likes on the video for this to even happen. And that's kind of that EDC fire starter kit. I didn't announce that, but when I do the video tomorrow, it's definitely going to get announced that I have to have at least 200 likes for me to give away that small EDC fire starter. So, what do you guys want to see? What's in my collection that you guys want to see besides my... what was that? I wish my NCHAC had a choil. I can put a choil on it for you, bro. I did the one that's on mine. That's my work. I did that choil. I did that. It's not a full finger choil. It's not even close to a full finger choil. I can't even get my finger all the way in there. But it definitely gives you enough standoff that you don't get into your scales and you don't get that weird sharpening into the plunge. So half your size would probably be from Sebi. There's my Sebi. It's my 21. I won't ever get rid of this. They don't make the 21s anymore. I got rid of a 21 once, and mine was in the old steel, not S. It was not S30V. It was the other one that they did before that. Oh, I can't think of what it was. What was the steel? I think it began with a B. I can't remember what steel it was. I honestly can't. What the steel in the Sebenza was before. So it was that steel, then S30, and then S35VN, which is what I have, is S35BN21. But I got news for you guys. They don't make they don't make the 21 anymore. So, Chris. Here's the thing. The 31 is fucking amazing. It's actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. The 31 that I was handling at Blade West was smoother than my 21. BD1. Is it BD1? BD1? What's this one? I think this is BD1N. This is BD1, and I don't like it. This is a gift from Ashton, and the knife is a good knife. I just don't like, I don't like this steel. Come on, guys, somebody tell me what it was. Was it BD1N? This is BD1. I think it was BD1N or BDN, or I don't remember. This is sharp. This is fairly sharp. It's just kind of really thick ground in a couple places. This was a CTS BD1. This is a Voyager. I like this knife, don't get me wrong. I'm still just not a real big fan of, it is cold steel. How's it going, quarantine? Yeah, Ashton, right there, another knife guy. What was that, Eric? Or Chris? Eric? Which one? I can't remember which one. What's up, New York dude? I can't ever remember. Things here, not great. I mean, the only income I'm gonna have coming in for a while is Chris. Yeah, that's what I thought, Chris. The only income I've got coming in right now is my what was I saying? Oh, the income. The only income is gonna be my tax return and whatever the government gives me on those stimulus checks. Actually, yes, I sharpened S45VN. It is interesting. It's something I really want to have one. Ever hear from Yaga? We were talking about this the other day. No, nothing. Once I called him out, he never responded. I called him out, you know, like, why would you lie to my daughter? Like, lying to me, it happens all the time. I've had customers and subscribers, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But he lied to my daughter about supporting her. He was gonna do $1,000 a month. He was gonna buy her skates. He was coming out here, and then, so that you guys know, I don't like Van X. Not a big fan of it. But at any rate, the day he was supposed to come out here, and I took days off from work because I was still doing insurance and actually I just quit insurance. But like I stopped the knife making, I stopped sharpening. I told people like I need this. I was supposed to pick him up at the airport. I got there. It told me what time his plane was landing. He FaceTimed me from Germany, and I was like, oh cool. He said, and then he said he got hit by a car, and then nothing. Like after I told him, I was like, look, dude, like, he's like, oh well, he's like, I can get that money, and he was gonna send me the money because we were gonna do a collaboration. That was the original plan for the Sea Snake. We're gonna do a collaboration. We're gonna do OEM. He's like, yeah, I'll get you that money and I'll get it sent over. And he's like, I'll send it over. I'll send you $1,000 towards the kids skating for the next couple months, and then we'll get it set up so that we just have it go to the bank account. And I had the bank account set up that was in my daughter's name, and he kept telling me like, oh, it's I can't get money through PayPal. And then he owed Nico like $700 fucking for stuff that Nico bought and was still sitting in Nico's house, bunch of knives. BG42, that's what it was. Thank you, Jack. It just doesn't get enough tooth for me. Who was it that said thanks, Ashton? No, it was Jack. Originally as AHS. Yes, I had the BG42 version of a Spenza, and I sold it, immediately regretted it, and then bought this one, which was brand new. Bought it from knifeart.com. S45VN. Oh, anyway, S45VN. So I sharpened S45VN. It's pretty robust material. I'm not gonna lie to you. It took some doing, but it sharpened really nice. Um, it's sharpened really nice, but it is not one of those ones that you're just gonna like, oh, I'll use my aluminum oxide stones. No. Oh, I'll use my Chaucer stones. No. I'll use my natural stones. No. You want diamond for S45VN. Yeah, yeah, right about the same time. Like he owed Nico like 700. Nico bought a bunch of stuff for him. And he's like, oh, I'll pick it up when I'm out there. And then he was supposed to send Nico the money. And the same thing. He kept telling Nico, oh, the bank's holding it up and I can't get it to go. Oh, I sent it, but it's gonna take it a day or two. And I'm like, bro, I'm not 100% buying it because at the time I was working with and We sent me just shortly after all that happened a large amount of money through PayPal. Like they said, hey, we're sending it, and like 45 minutes later, it shows up in my PayPal account. I was like, holy shit. And I was like, wait a second. They just sent me like, I'm not gonna get into specifics, but it was over 1,000. I was like, and they're overseas. I don't understand why we're having. And I started calling him out. I was like, look, dude, here's the thing. If I don't see the money, then I'm just gonna write it off as that you've been. I mean, I'm hoping because I really liked the guy. I liked talking to him, and he had been a good customer up till then. He bought a couple of my knives, and I was really, really hoping that he wasn't bullshitting me. And then, like, I didn't hear anything else. Like, it just ended. So, he sent it. I like their S35VN. Mine's run a little bit. Mine was far enough along in the progression that they had already changed their Rockwell. They'd brought it up a couple points because too many people were complaining about how soft it was. It's still soft. It's S35VN. And I don't think it's heat treated as hard as, say, the way the other ones do. I have not seen anything from him on Instagram. And if he blocked me, maybe that's why. But I haven't seen anything from him. I haven't seen any comments. I haven't seen him log into a live feed, nothing. Oh, where was the other one? He was like, oh, I got it set up. We'll get some publicity for your channel. You're going to get a call from Mirko Krokop. He's like, I've done work on his house. He's going to do a live feed with you on his channel. He's like, we just got to have these specifics. Just let me know this and this and this. And those are the talking points. Never happened. I DM'd and messaged Mirko Krokop and I was like, hey, is this a thing? Like, just let me know if this was actually going to be a thing. Like, this guy talked to you. Never heard a word from him. So I was like, that. He's like, yeah, I gave him your contact information. Send him a DM and you guys can set up a time and this and that. I'm like, okay. And I was like, hey, I'm kind of concerned. This is starting to get weird. This guy's promised all these things. And I sent it to Mirko Krokop, DM, just like he told me to, that the guy knew it was coming. Nothing. Not a fucking thing. So, and it's been long enough now. I'm figuring I can talk about it because I don't think he's ever going to say anything about it. I've got to take this part and clean it. It feels real gritty. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes there's just people out there that, I don't know why. I mean, because there was no money going to exchange hands, right? From me. It's not like he was going to be able to get anything from me. The account numbers that we were setting up was only, I specifically asked my bank, I was like, okay, this can only go from him to me, right? He's not going to have access to this account at all. There's no way he can get backdoor money out of that account, right? And they were like, no. I was like, okay, set it up. He's like, oh, set it up as a bank transfer. We'll do it like once a month, this and that. And then he was like, well, we're having problems with that. I was like, well, fine, let's just do it through PayPal so we can get the ball rolling on the OEM stuff. Nothing. So, but no, let's get off of a depressing subject. Talk about something else. How's everybody's quarantine going? 17 people, 15 likes. That's good. That's about right. Bored. That's why you're here, right? Are you working? Are you still essential, Chris? Yeah, that's fun. you're enjoying it more than others. Sharpening right now. Do you freehand sharpen, Neves? I can't remember, Jared, if you sharpen freehand or if you use a system. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't watch a lot of other knife channels. Freehand, it's the best way. You get the best edges. You get more control freehand to manipulate things and work on specific areas. Like you can focus on specific areas and you're not going to tear up and eat as much material away. And you can do things like, I love convex edges. I like one of my wife's hairs. Oh yeah, that's, I just sharpened that. I just sharpened it and stropped the fuck out of it. Put that away. My Spenza got a little scary there. I never get notifications of your videos. I want to watch, like me, it really is. If the grind's messed up, you can manipulate angles when it fixed it. Yeah. That and like on a larger knife, I've seen people, oh, you can do it on a larger knife, you do this, then you reposition. No, I don't like that. And I definitely don't, I don't ever follow the way they say you're supposed to do with like going up and down the blade with the stone. I'm like, nah, it's fucking, then you get a wavy. Like if you were to look at it, I guarantee your edge is wavy. I start with the Edge Pro if I use it, because I still use it occasionally. I have customers that do request specific angles. I'm like, all right, it's gonna cost you extra because I break that kit out. I'm not gonna do it anymore. That's done. But going at it, and I just basically, the stone goes forward and follows the blade just like it would if I was doing this. You can't do that and have it not, you can't do this and not have it come out fucking all wavy on it at the actual edge. There's just no way. You can't tell me, like, it's like, no, I can do, no. You can't tell me that you don't overlap too much in one place over the other. You can't tell me you do. You cannot tell me that. And the other reason that I don't like the fixture systems is because you're always looking down and the stone obscures your view of the tip. And then what happens is you slide your, ooh. Yeah, I just cut myself. You wind up slipping off the tip and you round the tips on knives. I can't tell you how many knives I have had come in that I've had to fix, 100% fix the tip because that was the issue. I was like, what'd you use? Wait a second. Don't tell me. Let me look at it. Yeah, it's a Wicked Edge. You can tell a Wicked Edge. Their stones leave a specific, Wicked Edge leaves a specific finish and the way their angles are. And then the KME uses a fairly coarse set of diamond stones that, yeah, you can definitely tell a KME. Yeah, but the thing is, like, you're not good at it. I'm kidding. Please just don't sharpen don't sharpen that new one, the Quiet Carry. Just leave it. It's fine. The edge on it's great. Just don't, because I know you get the lift in your elbow and the next thing you know. Oh, I have an 8 of 5 with an uneven grind. What would be the way to fix it? Okay, so Nick's never had one of my edges, so like it's just, he looks at it and sees it's polished. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a shiny edge. It must have been Mike. He's not. He doesn't have a real point of reference. So you have a native 5 that's kind of an even grind. Edge grind or blade grind? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a response. This is not me just killing idle time. I'm just waiting. So my boss gifted me a Wicked. I can tell your edges from mine. It's always at the tip. I can always tell. So anyway, if it's an edge grind, one side is bigger than the other. Well, that's... I'm fucking with you. Your edges are pretty good. They're not horrible. They really aren't. So if you're, that's just a Spyderco grind. One side's gonna be thicker than the other. What you can do is, fuck, how do I go about saying this? Try to figure out where the bad points are, put a piece of marker on it, put it on a stone, run a pass on the stone and see where it's not touching. Oh, that Spyderco was horrible. Especially that Spidey Chef. I fucking hate the Spidey Chef. It's like I'd rather have, I've got a fucking Gonzo fucking in here that's a Ganzo, I should say. It's underneath some of the fixed blades. So I would say put some black marker on it and then just do some passes and see where you need to take material off to even it, and then adjust your angle until till those edges. Because what happens is whoever's sharpening them favors one side, and it's easy to do when they grind them. But yeah, it's a hard one because what's going to happen is you're going to find that as you do it, there's going to be a spot at the heel and the tip on the show scale side. The show scale side, it's going to be deeper on the heel and tip on this, and then there's going to be a spot on the lock side where it's like deeper here than it is at the ends. And you'll find that when you put it on a stone. And you'll see here, I can show you something. It's not, I didn't even like the design. On this side, you'll find stuff like that. This side's fine. This is, who went quiet? You can't hear me? Oh, it's back. Anyway, yeah, that's, all right, let me flip this. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe you just couldn't hear me because I flipped it. Yeah, Ford uses robots to build cars, and you still have problems with those. I don't. And they don't use it on all of the. They don't use that robot on all of their knives. Only some. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So there's a spot here. You can see it right there where that edge is not consistent. There's a real low spot. Yeah, this is still real uneven, but cold steels have that. Lots of cold steels have that. The only cold steel that I've ever owned that did not have a really fucked up edge is this this mini Tuflate, or this Tuflate. This is the only one that I've ever gotten, and my dad bought this for me. This was a Father's Day present from my father. What was that you were saying, Ashton? Are you saying something silly? PM2? Oh, yours, yeah, yours. I think we both talked about that was the best grind I've seen on a Spyderco, like, ever. Mine has got an issue. This whole area from here to here. Am I right? Yeah, right there to there. It's not even taking an edge. I finally got this sharp, but it just won't take an edge there. Oh, yeah, you asked me a question, Whiskey. Let's see. Who of the custom makers today you say's experience does the best, most even grinds? Okay. You guys are going to hear me say something that pisses people off when I say it. There's a couple guys that I do know that do some of the best grinds on their custom knives. But of all of them, not as far as sharpening, he'll tell you that he's had some issues with sharpening, but the last few I've seen have been great. Fucking Jim Skelton. No, Jim Skelton. His grinds are so fucking precise for a guy that has not been making knives that long. His fucking freehand grinds are so goddamn precise. And then the polish is just flawless on handles, hardware, and blades. It pisses people off when they hear me say that. But Jim went from being a knife reviewer to, in a little over a year, because I saw a couple of his prototypes, did a video about the prototype, and then I took it down. I took the video down not because Jim asked me to. I had said some things about like, this is the issues, these are things I see, and then he came back and he said, hey, I get it, the video. He's like, I kind of wish you'd talked to me about it before. He's like, I got no qualms with it. Everything you said was true, but let me explain a couple things. But then there was just so much hate against Jim in the comments. I had to take the video down. Yeah, ProTech, no. I did a whole video about that. Fucking PDM talked me into doing a video the other day. In case you guys don't know, PDM is Poor Decision Mike, and he talked me into doing something stupid. He's good at that. Yeah, it was, yeah, see, that's what happened. Every time I strop this, just once I strop it, it just goes to shit. It's not necessarily true. I had a couple people tell me, like, hey, don't suck ProTech stick too hard because they got some fucking issues. Guys, anybody want to buy a good hunting knife? I'm selling this for $200. This is a full custom. If anybody is interested, I've been trying to sell this for a while. This is a full custom hunting knife. Like, legitimately what? Punctuation Pete. No, Poor Decision Mike, and then me. And Poor Decision Mike, he always wears a cowboy hat because he just makes poor decisions. Like that video you guys saw with a cowboy hat, he wasn't wearing anything else, cowboy hat and a shirt. He's like in my living room in his underwear and cowboy boots. And telling me I needed to do a video, and I listened to it. Yeah, this is a very nice, if I was still hunting, this thing is really nice. And it's got a fucking really nice hand-stitched leather sheath, and it's sharp. I wouldn't fuck around with doing anything to this. This would be a nice hunting knife for somebody. Sell that. I've been trying to sell it for 2 years. What else we got in here? I got a bit driver, because of course I take knives apart next to my bed. What are my thoughts on Spencer 31? If you find my, I believe it was USN Gathering from this year video, I talked about the yeah, it was a USN. I talked with Matt Faby at length on video about the S30, or the 31, the Sebenza 31, and I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed. They are very nice. Heard some people talk about lock slip with it. Well, you know, it's a ceramic ball detent and lock interface, and I did not feel any lock slip on any of them that I was messing around with at the show, and I think they're great. They feel great in hand. The action is, I don't know how they did it. It's actually smoother. Like my 21 has had I've had this apart, polished the washers, cleaned it up, everything. It's smooth. It's kind of gritty now because it's done a lot of shit in the last few months. Amazing how good they are. They're great. I'm not gonna lie. It's not because Tim and I are friends. If I thought they were shit, flexing a lock bar. Here's the thing. I don't know Like people are like, oh, yeah, it does. I use my knife like this. I use my knife like this. And so it doesn't affect if the, you know, if I'm squeezing on it, I'm reinforcing that lock. So some things that people are critical about, I get. And then there's some that I'm like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Is there anything else in here I'm gonna get rid of? I got some stuff in here I should probably get rid of. Can't get rid of this. This is a gift. This has been a heavily modified. I forget who gave this to me. I wish I could remember. Opnel number 8. Somebody modified this for me as a gift and heat blued the blade, modified the handle. This is another one of those things that would probably wind up my bug out kit, because this is great for field food prep. And you could definitely do some fucking skinning with this thing, because it's so fucking thin. And if you lose it or break it, oh well, it's not like you're out much. It is an Opnel. It's just been modified. This is an Opnel. Who said it? What is this? A number what? 8? I have a small Opnel around here somewhere too. Small one. What else in here? Fucking strop. Yeah, I think it's an 8. My my definite greatest all times. My Mora thing of throwing stars. Mike goes through his bedstand drawer. That should be a video in itself right there. Let's join Mike as he goes through. Yeah, it's like, it hits all of the wickets for it to be one of the best knives I've ever owned. And it's $12 fucking. Let's see what else we got in here. We got the Hobo meal kit, knife, fork, and spoon. Daggers? I don't think I have any daggers. I got a prototype stonefish. I sent one of those to somebody as a gift. There was 2 of them. I was going to sell one. This was a gift from the guy that runs the local VA back in Ohio. It was a military commemorative. It was just a gift. He used to do. I mean, I got paid for all of them. I don't know. They're still in stock on Blade HQ, shit like that. Box ammo. Knife Nuts Podcast patch. Small pair of field binoculars. These were issued. These were an issue item. I think they got my name stenciled on them somewhere. Did anyway. Yeah, I used to have my name stenciled here. The cat is no longer with us, which I'm upset about. I did love the cat. We got a Cold Steel Spartan in the drawer. I'm looking for something in particular. And let's see. My neck knife. This is the the original thick version. What was this? Friday Night Blade Affair, $1.99. This is there's my Friday Night Blade Affair from the following year, $1.15. From Cali Custom Show. What we got here? USN Vegas Gathering, Crazy Sharp LLC, lanyard. What is this? Tactical knife. We got, what is that? Oh, I forgot about that. I'm selling that too. TKI, 2019 TKI. Mike Emler Collector. Bally's in Las Vegas. That was a lot of fun. I had fun at TKI. I hung out with Aaron Frederick that whole time. Hung out with Aaron here too at USN. I do have a dagger. I knew I had a dagger. Jesus Christ, the sheath on this is nice. This is something I'm gonna keep. I like this. This is my. Yes, I have seen the Shiro Quantum. I like it. But as with all Shirogorovs, I cannot justify the price. I just really can't. I would love to have one. It's like this. I wanted one forever, but I just could not justify the price because I know how many problems there are. With Shiros don't have problems. I just don't think, they're that great. Hey, what's up, David? Don't get me wrong, they're great, but they're not great to the point where I would pay that much. The video you posted about the friendly grocery shoppers, right? What else we got in here? We have my father-in-law's old Kiradashi from when he was still a carpenter. And this was a shop that he owned. I bought one. What else we got here? Let's see, the first knife my dad ever gave me, first knife I ever owned, that's always here. This is also for sale. So this is for sale. This is that Pentagon Elite 2. If you need a folding short sword, I got one of those. I'm selling this. Selling this for 200, this for 100. The Shaman, oh, that's the South African one. I'm underwhelmed. Don't get me wrong, it's a good knife. It's a nice knife. I'm just not seeing it for the price. It's an okay knife. Yeah, Gareth's meh. Ashton and I, do you remember the one that came in? The one that you got to handle at Ferrum Forge? The one that I had come in from a customer? And I had to, repolish the pivot collar and heat color it for him. Because Gareth wouldn't do it. It looks amazing. It's a very attractive knife. It's just not like in hand, just not the same thing. I think David Ashizawa, don't you have one that I sharpened for you? A Shamwari? The Gareth, that Gareth Bull design? I can't remember. I've sharpened a bunch of your knives. What else we got in here? For that kind of money, you could get a custom sea snake. Both of my Swiss Army knives that I consider technically multi-tools. I don't really consider them knives. I consider them multi-tools. They fall in their own bracket. This one is the one I was talking about. I would definitely take in my kit for the fact that now I have a second fire stick. Guthrie Stout, that's what you've got. Oh, I love that knife. The Guthrie Scout, beautiful. You know why? You know why I love it? You know why it's so comfortable in my hand? Have you ever seen Jason Guthrie? Jason Guthrie is not a little man. He's huge. His hands are huge, massive like mine. As a point of size comparison, that's my wedding ring next to a Tough Light. So, yeah. I mean, they are okay knives. I'm just saying, I just don't think that they are worth what they charge. You know what I mean? I get it, they're customs and stuff like that. This finally came home. This has been back with me for a little while, my Cold Steel SRK. I got it back after the What's Your Apocalypse Carry video. My buddy was like, I still have your knife. I got to bring it over. And so he dropped off my SRK. It was carried. He took it to Iraq with him. Yeah, communication's horrible. Customer service sucks. He's just not a very nice person. He's just not a good guy. There it is. There's my little op now. This is my little pocket op now. What was that? If I get onto Jason's books and get another one, I'll pass it on to you. Hey, I'm good with that. Hey, deal. Sold to the lowest bidder. This is my little op now. This is the one that I carry in my pocket. And you can see it's been carried. It gets a lot of stuff. Yeah. Well, like, you know me, so that would be one of those things. This thing got carried in a rainstorm and it rusted to the point where the inside of the handle is all nasty. I actually modified this slightly, if you can see. I gave it the rifle stock, and the reason was it gave me a spot to put my finger, because that is a little sharp and I could get it up like that, lock it. It gave me a spot where I could put, when I would get it in hand, I could put it in that finger, and it felt a lot more comfortable. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go that far. That's that last part. I don't know if I'm a good human. Yeah, Jason Guthrie is. I'm talking about Gareth. What else is in here? I guess nunchucks. Because why not? Why not? As a martial artist, why wouldn't you have a set of nunchucks? If you got 2 black belts, why wouldn't you have a set of nunchucks in your fucking dresser? Those need to go back upstairs. I have this little Morgan fixed blade that is my daughter's. She can't carry it anywhere, so it stays in here. Mother of pearl. I love this little knife. This is a great little. This, a lot of times, winds up being my EDC fixed blade, because that clip, that thing will slide right down in your pocket, and you can clip that over your pocket and have it down inside your pocket, and it's like a pocket slip for a fixed blade EDC. And this little motherfucker cuts like a champ, and it's attractive. ATS 34 polished. ATS 34? Yeah, ATS 34 blade. Full custom. That's there. What else we got in here? Got a I got a rat bastard Nuck. Dude, this drawer is just full. A lot of mop. My dad's ATS 34 steel. Strider knives used to use it all the time. It's actually a really good steel, mother of pearl. Yeah, it's a lot of mop. It took a second. It took a second. I had to. I was like, oh, that's. Yeah, I get it. This was my dad's Sebenza, or not my dad's. Goddamn NTAC. I'm sorry. And you can see the difference in the choil from mine to his. Mine has a very, very much larger choil. Bought this for my father. I love lamp. I killed a guy. Yeah, you did. What was that about? That's what we got here. So that's my dad's NTAC with 2015 NTAC. Let's see what else is. I'm doing this for a purpose. I need to figure out what the fuck's in this drawer. Here's that. This is exactly what I was. What do you want, dog? This is a Ganzo. This is why I get upset about Ganzo knives, Ashton. Because if you watch my ProTech video, same motherfucking knife. Like, you were trying to justify Ganzo knives to me. I just can't justify it. You can't justify to me that sort of fucking thievery. The only reason it's here, because I won't throw away a fucking perfectly good functioning knife. Let's see. A wood finish marker for like a day when I was heavily under the influence. Well, you argued with me vehemently that day, though. Cold Steel Pendleton Hunter Classic. I was gonna sell this at one point for like $400. The Kung Fu. My knives are made there. If you don't buy Chinese knives, you're not buying a good quality knife. I'm gonna tell you right now, because right now, American companies that make good quality knives are few and far between. Millet's knives are falling apart. Millet's knives are garbage. I'm sorry. I hate to say it out loud like that, but they're fucking horrible. There's not, you got Medford, Microtech, Heretic Knives, Prince Customs. I mean, really, there's some smaller companies and stuff out there. At any rate, I was going to sell this, but now, no way. I've seen the change in the quality of these, the way they look, the way they feel, nowhere near as good. They don't have the leather sheath anymore. This old school one, like I wouldn't part with this for less than 8. I think I paid 4 or 6 for it. I don't remember. So there's that. That goes in a pile of stuff that won't get sold. There's another one that won't ever get sold. This is you can't get these anymore either. This is an old school made in Germany Puma. Puma doesn't make their knives in Germany anymore. They make them in, I'm talking about American manufacturing. That's not at all gonna throw in on that other stuff. Puma used to make these here. This is an old, I think this is an old night. I bought this was new old stock. I bought this from a guy that had it in his storeroom of stuff for a knife business. And he's like, I gotta sell this fucking thing. And I was like, is that like an old school one or is this the ones that are made in Taiwan? He goes, this is like a 1970s, 1980s Puma Stag Bowie. And he's like, I'll clean it up and I'll send it to you. And I was like, fucking sold. And he sold it to me for, the dude sold it to me for what he had purchased, for basically, he wanted it off his shelf. They were going out of business. And he was like, if I can sell it to you for, here, I'll just sell it to you for fucking, there you go, cheers. What was that you said, Ashton? If you weren't making me a sea snake, is going to get one from Artisan, though. Just saying. Yeah, I've got to get yours made and lined up, all that shit. What else is in here? A lot of stuff in this drawer, guys. My TDI that Nico hydrographic for me. Let's see what else is in here. Holy shit! Another dagger I forgot I had. Little Dirk. That I took to a full 0 grind. That is a full 0 grind. It goes from spine to edge. That motherfucker is scary sharp. I don't like touching. I do not like having this knife out of its sheath. I did that and I'm like, oh, that was a bad idea. That stays there. At the case, there's the case for my headphones I've been looking for. I bought these. These are a set of Bluetooth headphones that I bought for like 17 bucks. No, a customer got them for me for 17, a YouTube subscriber. 17 bucks. And they're great. The sound quality on those are better, no joke, I'm not gonna lie to you, Beats by Dre wired headphones. The sound quality on those fucking Bluetooth ones are better than these Beats. I bought these, they were fucking expensive. And I thought they were gonna be the next best thing, and then, I mean, I could, if you get it to me, I just can only go there 2 days a week and maybe on weekends. We're gonna throw that away. There we go, that's trash. Of course, the constant, gotta have one, the Revis Christ face towel. Revis Christ, get it? Chris Reeves. I think I've got 2 of those. Yes, I do have 2 of those. Here's the other one. I have 2 of the Chris Reeves embossed wipey towels. I have an empty sheath, which tells me I should probably be really careful digging around in this drawer because that means there's a knife in there with nothing on it. Okay, there's 2 in there. I don't. Hey, watch Ashton's video about the, yeah, that stuff he was talking about. Yes, I will plug it later. There's a Reat. There's the Reat bag for my K2 that I couldn't find when I sold it. Let's see, what's this one? This is there's my Farron Forge Bob Terzuola towel. There's the fucking trainer for that knife. It's gone. No, they're going to do S35BN, I think. Oh, this is that knife that I talked about. That's that survival knife that that I got screwed on because it was... This is a fucking knockoff. I paid full price for it as an Ator, which Ators are really nice knives. That was kind of a bum deal. Empty knife case. Move that to the other drawer. Oh, there it is. This was my grandfather's. This is a Camillus. You can't read it because it's backwards. This is a Camillus Rimfire Classic series. My dad bought this for my grandfather, and it has a 22 long rifle-esque. It's not an actual 22 long rifle round in it. And then it is a nice little trapper. I need to clean this up and carry it. I love this little knife. My grandfather always carried this. I used to steal this thing from him and carry it and then get yelled at for it. Yeah, this is a Rimfire Classic. What was that? Somebody said something. Yes, of course. I told you guys, this knife will never leave my collection. Dude, we're not in my knife case. We're in my bedside drawer, digging stuff out. All this stuff is shit that won't even go in my case. I actually want one of the Cold Steel Stockmans. I really, really want one. I've never really gotten to hold a Mini Horizon. I really haven't got to see him. Dave was out of them when I saw Dave Dang at the show the last time. What I got here? I got a Farron Forge Design hanky. What, Reat's OEM factory is shut down? I don't think so, because they are working Brian Nadeau's Voids. I think they're back up and producing again. Oh, there we go. Powder One Blade. This is a guy that makes... Oh, that, okay. This is a guy that makes some interesting knives. I've talked to him at a couple shows. The Reat iron. Filters for my CPAP machine. A $1 bill. Another knockoff Microtech. This one actually has got on it somewhere. I think this has got the Microtech logo somewhere, if I remember correctly. That's why this never became a giveaway. Yeah, this has the Marfione dagger on it, so this won't go anywhere. And that's supposed to be a polished M390 blade, but you can see it's just chrome plated. It is sharp though, I ain't gonna lie. It's a sharp little puppy. It actually does have a Damascus pivot collar. So there's that. There that is. This is a Ultratech. Let's see here. This is an Ultratech. Is this the way it goes? Ultratech belt sheath. I advise carrying it this way. Belt through here, that down, because when you carry it this way, you poke yourself and it's uncomfortable. I forget where I got, somebody made this for me, I think. It's tight, good boy. I forget where I got this. Somebody made this for me, I think. I think it was like I think it was a gift to the channel. I just never carried it because I didn't want to scratch it. I like the anodizing the way, the aluminum ano on this the way it is. I was appreciative, but I never used it. I got here. Is this the one? Is this the good one that has the... No, I have one of these, this paracord bracelet. I have another one that has a cuff key, handcuff key in it somewhere. I just don't think it's in this drawer. The extra cushions for my Bluetooth headphones. Put those in the headphone case. The reason I'm doing this, a lot of this stuff's gonna wind up going upstairs, back into the drawer. Stuff finds a way to migrate downstairs to my bedroom and then winds up at my bedside table, and it gets cluttered. There's so many other things I could have down here and put this stuff back. Let's see, what's in here? There, that is. I forget about this thing sometimes. This is a well-used, well-carried Higo. This is my personal one. This one is rough. I can still love this thing. This thing winds up getting a lot of pocket time now that I have this sheath. It's just, it fell down in the bottom and I forgot about it for a while. So we'll put it back in my knife case so I remember where the fuck it is. What else we got in here? I got a middle finger bead from Rat Bastard. I love Nathan. That dude's great. What do I got here? Oh, the instructions for my gaming headphones. Don't think I need those. An Aaron Frederick patch. I should do some giveaway stuff with that. I got patches and stickers all over the place. Let's see, what else we got here? There's that charger cord. I've been looking for that. What's this one? That's the other one I was looking for. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Guthrie Scout and the Shamwari. I've tried both of them. I'm not a big fan of Shamwari. I love the Guthrie Scout. ADV, Andrew de Villers, he's another South African maker. He's great. His stuff's always great. Oh, another Wee Knife wipey towel. Another Mastrop Farm Forge wipey towel, also made by Wee. You can tell all the stuff that was manufactured by Wee has the same wipey towel with it. Mastrop, Farm Forge design. I got several Farm Forge design. I love the ADVs. Something special I'm gonna show you guys for last. My first ever knife in the Navy, my first ever work knife in the Navy was given to me by a BM2 Maddox, BM2 Maddox on my first ship. Needed a knife for line handling, and he fucking pulled one out and he told me to put my initial on it or my name on it, and I got an M put on it, and that was about it. Had that for 27 years now. This was a gift from Dwayne Smotherman. This is a Schrade Old Timer. Nice knife with a burl handle. Never seen one with a burl handle. Let's see here. Little Barlow knife. Oh, I have a whole drawer full of shit upstairs too. A little Scrimshaw Barlow knife that my dad got me one year for my birthday. Let's see. It's not that big of a drawer either. I want you guys to think, like, here, I'll show you the size of the drawer that all this shit came out of. 50th anniversary of the Ordnance Facility in Sasebo, Japan. This is a Zippo made in Bradford, Pennsylvania, and these are really nice little knives. And then it has Sasebo Ordnance on the sheath. I need to oil this sheath. It's starting to crack on me. I have a Zippo here as well that is a 50th anniversary. Favorite Slippy. Okay, I'm going to tell you, I don't have many Slippies in my collection here. My favorite Slippy is, oh, there's Mock Knives. Performance is not a joke. I love that guy. That guy was great. My favorite Slippy that I don't own is the Hinderer. That Hinderer slip joint. You got stuff in front of the camera. You can't see. Move shit out of the way. Another Farm Forge Mastrop wipey towel. A dead up used roll of electrical tape. Case for my Mastrop flashlight. Candy wrappers. Why the fuck are there candy wrappers in here? Who the fuck eats candy? Who eats candy and puts the fucking wrappers in a goddamn drawer? Big Blue, I keep telling you guys, you get me to $500 a month, I will carry this heavy motherfucker for an entire month. Just not at work. Let's put that up there. Ooh, that's heavy. Mouse drop case can go up there. More headphone covers. There's an entire knife case over here sitting next to me. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, there's a good $1,000 worth of knives up there. Total. It's like 10,000 in the case. I got probably like fucking $11,000 worth of knives in my bedroom at any given time. I only have a couple patches. Buck knife, small little buck Stockman, 3-blade Stockman that I won at a shooting competition. I took second. This was second place in a local pistol shooting competition. Only reason I took second is because the chick that fucking... This is another one of my grandfather's knives. It's an old Imperial slip joint. They do. I think the Hinderer still... I think the Hinderer still takes it. That Hinderer slip joint, it's pretty fucking good. I talked to Rick about it. Oh! Lenses that I can't use anymore because I switched phones. Because I no longer have a case that they fit. Throw those away. Super thick. You guys aren't ready to see that one yet. Pads for my CPAP, or not CPAP, my TENS machine for my back. I need to keep those out. I need to use that thing today because my back hurts. This is Ferrum Forge Archbishop. That's the tag for my Ferrum Forge Archbishop. Coin for my buddy. Yeah, that's it. With the exception of 2 last little cool things. My favorite slip joint in my collection currently, as much as I bitch about them, is a Spyderco. And this thing gets carried. It came off the top of the bedstand. This is my little, tiny slip joint Spyderco. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's extremely comfortable, and this little motherfucker cuts so well. It is a nice little knife, and if you look, it is just a baby version of an Endura. So that is my current favorite slip joint I own. This is the one that does, this gets carried. This gets carried, and I like it enough that I kept it in its box. I even kept the box for it. That, and then the last knife that's in this box, saved it for last, is because it's the first knife I ever made. That is the first knife I ever made, and in retrospect, I should have never made it because it has cost me so much to follow that hope and dream. But consistent, even grind. My first knife I ever ground. This was the first time I put metal to grinder. First time I ever made handles. First time I ever made recessed hardware. Last time I ever made recessed hardware. Did a rock pattern, the entire spine of this. I gotta get a sheath made for that because it doesn't have a sheath. Other than that, the only stuff that's in here just like We Knife Company. This is the stuff that came with my, this is the paperwork that came with my KnifeCenter.com. What did I order? Reat Horizon D. When did I buy this? Okay, let's look at the date. 15 November 2015 was when I bought the Horizon D. Ordered one, shipped one, unit price $399.00, shipping 0, discount 0, sales tax 0. KnifeCenter.com, Fredericksburg, Virginia. I have my receipt from the first from my purchase of my React Horizon D. I also stumbled across my purchase paperwork for my NTAC, my first Ferrum Forge I ever bought. So then just your random stuff that always winds up, pins that probably don't work, paperwork you don't need, fucking instructions for a watch that I don't even own anymore, business cards from random knife makers, a keychain that's got a penny in it. It's a good luck penny. What does it say here? This is my grandfather's. It says, "Keep me and never go broke. Good luck." And it's a wheat penny, and it's Welfare Finance from Ohio, Southeast Ohio. I bring good luck. I'm not buying it. The rest of this is just garbage. There's some fucking... these are for the Sebenza. There's a lot of pocket clips that suck on thick pants. I can't find my lanyard. I had a couple lanyards in here that I wanted to keep, and I don't know what happened to them. They had a skull on it. I had a couple in here that had skulls on them, and I can't find them. If you ever get this, I'm going to show you the logo. It's like an F. Just reverse that. Don't use this. That is the worst stropping compound I've ever used. I swear to God, I think my knives were duller having used it. So I think most of this stuff's going to go upstairs so I can put the rest of this shit in the drawer. So you guys can see, all of that stuff came out of this drawer. You ready? That one drawer. I didn't say anything. It didn't go dead again. I stopped talking. Yeah, that all was in that one small drawer of my dresser. The stuff down below is all CPAP supplies, masks and filters and other stuff. So that you guys can see, all of that was here. Look at all that. That all was in that drawer. I had too much stuff. So yeah, it's been 92 minutes. You happy now, Jack? You got your long live feed? I got other stuff to do. Now I don't have time to do it because I spent all the time talking to you. So yeah, like I said, guys, remember, I'm selling this and this, both of these. Probably some other stuff I might sell. I'm gonna sell this for like 100. I'm gonna sell this for 200. So if any of you guys are interested in either one of these, let me know. So do me a favor, if you haven't already dropped a like, do me a favor and drop me a like on the way out. And I will talk to you guys later. 90 minutes? 93 minutes? I'd hope so. It's been an hour and a half. No problem, Jack. That's what I'm here for. I make people happy. Missed what bit? Wait, what are they? Oh, okay. So Spitfire, I'll give you just a second then. It's just for you, Spitfire. This is a full custom Chesterman hunting knife. Stag handles. Really comfortable in hand. Really sharp. Really nice. Nice. Leather sheath, and then I have I'm selling that for 200, and then I have a Pentagon Elite 2 folding knife, the SOG with that shark tooth tip. I'm selling this for 100. I know they go for more than 100, and this thing is, I've never carried it. It's already really sharp. I don't use it for anything. It just sits in a drawer. So those two are for sale if you're interested. So, all right, guys. Well, I got to put this all in something. Later, guys. I'm gonna watch a movie. I may keep your eyes open. I may, if you're following me on my gaming channel, I may do some gaming tonight. Don't know yet. Take it easy, guys. I'll holler at you later.